What's up, Jurisco gang? Have y'all heard of the new ESG football game dropping this fall? Oh, it's also free to play. 11 versus 11, all user, and 7v7. Make sure you guys check it out when it drops. What's going on, Jurisco gang? Coming at y'all boys with another banger, boys. And today, we have 5 must-know wide receiver tips for y'all boys in Madden 24 Superstar Mode. We're going to be talking about catching, releases, route running, everything in the book, and I got the hand cam this time, boys. Let's go hop into it. Now let's hop straight into the video, boys. So y'all see the hand cam is on the screen. Yes, we do have the hand cam for this entire video. Hey, let's go hop into it. So first tip for y'all boys. The first tip we got for the wide receiver builds out here is gonna be catching. That's the first one we're gonna go over is catching, all the types of catches and things of that nature. So if you guys are wondering why I'm in practice mode and not career mode or in a mini game, it's because it doesn't allow me to run routes on air. If you do it in practice mode, you know, you do offense only, then you player lock to the receiver by clicking the left stick in like twice. Then you are able to player lock to this player, and then you can run these routes on air. You see like how I can kind of control Stephon Diggs here. You could run it on air and you could player lock on that player. So that's why we're doing it in this mode. And I would recommend y'all do that also if you want to practice this stuff. So boom, first things first, catching. So there's 3 types of catches, obviously: aggressive catch, rat catch, and there's gonna be a conservative catch with the A. Now aggressive catch is with the Y. It's wire triangle to aggressive catch. You're gonna use this for, you know, situations where you have to get a contested catch, or you have to jump over somebody, or, you know, jump over, you know, jump past them or something like that to get the catch. So right here we're gonna do it. Boom, we're gonna player lock on Stephon Diggs. Boom, snap the ball. We're gonna run right down the field. Now we're gonna lob the ball up, and we should get a little jump animation. So aggressive catches are for the jumping animations. If you want to jump out the gym, if you want to jump over somebody or moss them, that's what you're gonna use the aggressive catch for. Do not use the aggressive catch to, you know, run in stride or anything like that. You're gonna use it only for, as I mess this up right here, let me go ahead and drop to the ground with Josh Allen. But aggressive catches with wire triangle is, like I said, for jumping over people. Show you guys one more time. Boom, boom, go to Stephon Diggs. Now, like I said, if you want your quarterback to like lob the ball, you just tap the button right here. You can see him lob it up, and we do get an aggressive catch right there. Now, next is gonna be the rat catches. So rat catches are gonna be with X, or I wanna say it's square on PlayStation. I wanna say, yeah, I think it's square on PlayStation. So right here, we're gonna do a little rat catch. This is usually gonna be the catch you wanna do. The aggressive catches, I ain't gonna lie, aggressive catches are a little nerfed this year. They aren't as good because it's a bigger range. So, you know, you're gonna be able to get knocked out or get hit out the sky with that aggressive catch more likely this year than last year. Now rat catches are really good this year because they keep you in stride. You know, if you're trying to, you know, catch a slant, you know, catch a drag or something like that and stay in stride, or even catch a streak and stay in stride because you have them beat, the rat catch is gonna be the way to go. So right here, you're gonna see, snap the ball, right? He's gonna throw me the rock, and then right here, X, and then we're gonna get a rack animation right there. And he kind of, you know, stopped a little bit because the ball was a little bit behind him. But usually you're gonna have a good pass, and it's gonna allow you to stay in stride and keep running. I'm gonna do it one more time right here. See if we get a better catch. All right, boom. See if I can get it. Yep, so boom. You see how I did not lose any speed? I didn't lose any speed on that catch because I did a rat catch. So I want to catch it and then get some runs at, you know, some yards after the catch. So that's what you use the rat catch for, is to get more yards after the catch. Or, you know, like I said, if you have somebody beat, you want to, you know, keep that stride or keep that speed, you will use a rat catch for that. Now, lastly, we have the conservative catch, which is going to be the A button, or I want to say that's X on PlayStation. Yeah, I think it's X, bro. X on PlayStation, and you're going to use this, you know, in a situation where you're on the sidelines, or, you know, you want to just go to the ground. You don't want to get hit by nobody. That's when you're going to use this. So boom, I'm going to play like a Stephon Diggs. Boom, run this route real quick. Him. Boom. See right there, I pressed A and I fell to the ground because I did a conservative catch. I didn't want to get hit by nobody or anything like that. So that's why you will use the conservative catch. That's the only time. If you don't want any yards after catch, if you want, you know, like I said, catch the ball and then get on the ground or just secure the catch, that's when you will use this, you know, this mechanic. So boom, run it one more time. So boom, try to get to the sideline real quick. He's gonna throw it. Didn't always get all the way to the sideline, but boom, you see I stay in bounds because I did a conservative catch, and that's when you will use that. Now last thing I do want to say regarding catching is that you can use it to kind of like stir your player like wherever you want to. So let's just say, boom, snap the ball, you know, you're going to the sideline, you want to do a rat catch, you kind of want to like stay in bounds. You can like swerve your player to where he like stays in bounds, I guess. Like, so if you do a rat catch, if you do like the left stick in bounds, so that you stay in bounds, you'll stay in bounds. You'll keep your momentum so you stay in bounds. So boom, I tried again right here, block everybody. So boom, snap the ball, right? I'm going to the sideline. and I kind of press X here, boom. You saw I got that animation to stay in bounds. That's because I used my left stick to stay in bounds. I didn't, use the left stick to go out of bounds. I actually clicked onto my player, used the left stick, and stayed in bounds. And it gave me an animation where I was able to run up the field instead of just go out of bounds. So you can also do that with your player and when you're catching the ball. You can kind of like tell them where to go after the catch by using the left stick. Now next, boys, get into the releases, boys. That's gonna be the tip number 2 for y'all wide receivers out there. So releases, listen up. All right, so there's basically 3 buttons you want to use for your releases. It's going to be the LT, which is the left trigger. Then you're going to use, obviously, the right trigger, to sprint. And then it's going to be the right stick. So the right stick is going to also be another button. So the left trigger is basically going to be the button that, like, you basically kind of like chop your feet. You're kind of like chopping your feet, and you're kind of like fire footing off the line, where you're like I said, you're chopping your feet, chopping the feet before you make, your in or out or anything like that. That's how that's what you do with the left trigger. Now the right trigger is gonna be for when you move, like when you go side to side, or you want to get past them and stuff like that. That's what you're gonna use the right stick for. Like I said, if they're inside shade, you're gonna use the right stick. Kind of like the make them go inside and go back outside. That's what you're gonna use the right stick for. Is when you want to like shake them off the line. That's what the right stick for. And then obviously the sprint button is when you just go off the line. So I'm gonna show you guys right here. So boom, snap the ball. You're gonna see I'm just pressing the left stick here. Just pressing the left stick, and that's how you kind of like chop your feet and like kind of get the the DB on their heels. Kind of. That's what you do the left stick, the left trigger for. Now I'm gonna use the right stick right here. I'm gonna bring that into it now. So boom. Left trigger, and then you see right here, boom. You see how I kind of like do all those shuffle moves off the line? That's because I'm going back and forth with my right stick. So the right stick is going to allow you to do those moves where you shake the DB. That's gonna shake the DB off the line. That's what you will use that for. And now, obviously, I'm gonna, like I said, use the sprint now. So boom, we're gonna tie it all together. So boom, snap the ball, boom, boom, boom. You see I kind of like run up out of there. So boom. That's how you kind of tie everything together with your releases. Now, you don't always even have to use the left and right, the left stick. I mean the left trigger and the right stick. You don't even have to always do that. So let's just say, right? Let's just say someone's on your inside shade, they're lined up inside of you, and you feel like you could just burn them off the line. If you want to do that, you could do that by just pressing the sprint button and just going past them. So let's say someone's lined up inside of me, boom, snap the ball, and I do this, boom, touchdown. You feel me? If they're not gonna press you good enough, or they got like a bad press animation or anything like that, you could just go right past them off the line, just like how you seen that release right there would cook somebody if they're lined up inside. And also, releases are also gonna come down to your ratings. So if you're a wide receiver, if you're a player or whatever, your superstar player, if he has 70 release like a cornerback would have, you're probably gonna get pressed. I'm not gonna lie. If a cornerback is trying to press you and you also have a cornerback build, you're probably gonna get pressed, my boy. I'm not gonna lie. But for all my wide receiver builds out there, which is the reason why I also use a wide receiver build, I would recommend y'all to do this because you will have 90 release. So with 90 release, you're able to basically break off of these press animations. So if you're getting pressed out there, you feel like you can't get off the jam, it's probably because you're a cornerback build and you have no release. So release plays a big part in this. Release plays a huge part. You also have to make sure you timing this. Like you can't just, you can't be pressing buttons, the whole time of this release. So you can't just be like doing a whole bunch of stuff. And you have to make sure you time this to where you're actually lining up with them. So the minute they kind of get hands on you, you have to make sure you time your release with that. So I'm gonna go on do a release one more time, boom. So let's just say I'm kind of running the slant, so boom, I'm gonna stop the ball, kind of take it inside, and then boom, take it back, take it outside and take it inside right there. So you see how I did that release. The last thing I do is show y'all with releases that you can also do a hop step. So obviously we have the right and left, you can go like side to side, but if you do up on the right stick, your player would do like a hop step. So I'll go and show y'all boys right here. So boom, snap the ball. You see my player does like a hop step, and I kind of like get into it. So you can kind of like chain all this together too. You can do a hop step, then go side to side. You can go hop step and do a diamond release. You can kind of chain all this all together so it'll look really clean, and you'll be getting off the press really easy. Next up, boys, get into route running. So I'm gonna tell y'all rules right now. Before we even get started with route running, listen to me right now. Your routes will vary depending on your ratings. Just like how it releases, it will also depend with route running also. Your route running will depend on your ratings. So if you're a wide receiver build out there with, a bunch of route running, stats, stuff like that, your route running is gonna look super different from a linebacker build, a quarterback build, a cornerback that has no route running at all. So keep that in mind, all right? If your routes don't look like how you see on screen, that's probably the reason why. So the buttons we're gonna use for this, the left trigger we're going to use are it's basically for cutting. So if you want to cut on a route, if you want to cut on the dime, or if you want to cut in on the end route or anything like that, that's what the left trigger is going to be used for. Next up is going to be the right stick. The right stick is going to be for you when like hezzy, you kind of want to like do a bait move to kind of like make him come down, or make him kind of like make him bind a double move or anything like that. That's what the right stick is going to be used for. So let's go over to it. So I'm going to go ahead and just do like a slant for y'all. Boom, stop the ball. Kind of see right there how I kind of like cut to the ground. I use the I use the left trigger to do that. I use the left trigger and let me cut into the ground. Now, you don't always even have to use the left trigger. So I'm going to go and show you guys a route without me using the left trigger. So boom. So if you guys want to just also use the left stick, you could. You could do this. Like, so boom, you see right here. See, I do the left stick. That's all left stick. I didn't even use the left trigger there. I just used straight left stick. You saw it kind of cutting the ground. Sometimes you're going to be able to do that and get a really nice cut. Sometimes you won't be able to do that. Sometimes it's going to be rounded or anything like that. So sometimes it's just going to depend on the ratings once again. So boom, stop the ball. Let's do like a corner out. Boom. I use the left stick right there, and obviously, of course, Josh Allen doesn't throw it to me. But he saw that I used the left trigger, and he kind of stuck his foot into the ground. So that's basically how you're gonna run your routes, is with the left trigger, or once again, you can just go with the left stick to also do it. Also, it's two ways you can basically do it. Now I'm gonna also use the right stick right here. So boom, going to the route. See, I kind of like hezzy, boom. And that was with me using the right stick. So the right stick allowed me to do like that move at the top of the route and then get into the end route. So that's why you'll use the right stick, is to do a move or like to shake the DB or make him, hesitate or anything like that. That's what you'll use the right stick for, is to do that. So boom, let's get back into it. Let's go ahead and do we can do a curl route right here. Do a curl route. Boom, down the right stick. Come back. Obviously, Josh Allen's a bum, so he just messed up the throw. But you saw right there, I did a little move to make the cornerback hesitate or something like that, and then I got into the corner route. So like I said, you do that to basically like get some flair and some sauce on your route. So boom, let's go ahead and we could do let's do an hour right here. So hezzy, go out. Boom. And that was without no left trigger. So once again, you could use a left trigger. Sometimes you don't have to. It's all up to you. It's depending on how you want your route to look. It's all up to you. Boom. Let's do we could do a pulse right here. Boom. Snap the ball. Left stick in, left trigger. Right there, I use the left trigger. Now, it doesn't really show as much in practice mode, but when you're actually using your career mode player, your superstar player, your player is going to cut very, very hard. And like, he cuts very hard. So if you have a wide receiver build out there and you're using your left trigger, you're gonna be cutting into the ground very, very hard. And you're gonna like break off on the cornerbacks a lot. Like I said, depending on your ratings, obviously. Right now, it's not showing that much in practice mode, but I'll kind of like try to show it right here. So boom. Oh yeah, you see right there, yeah. So right there, bang, I used the left trigger right there. You kind of see how he him into the ground and got out of there. That's because I used the left trigger. So the left trigger is basically so you can get a kind of more realistic, more it's not really a sharper cut, but it makes it just look better. It's a mechanic that makes the route look better, so you actually cut in the ground. You don't have to use it. Boom, doing that same route. I can use the left. I could just use the left stick and also do that also. But the left trigger kind of just like it's kind of like for like breaking off on the cornerback. So let's just say a cornerback is kind of like attached to you. You kind of want to just break off of him. You use that left trigger to break off. If you just use the left stick and the cornerback is pressing you to the ground, he's kind of like stuck to you. If you only use the left stick, you might not get that separation that you want. But a left trigger, using the left trigger will actually get you that separation. You will break off and actually get a break ankle animation to get into your route. So it's all up to you how you do it. Now, number 4 tip, boys, is going to be swerve, catching, and positioning. So with swerving and positioning, that means like when you're, when the ball's getting thrown to you, you kind of like getting yourself in position so that you get the best animation possible. So I want to tell y'all boys this because positioning is going to allow you to catch the ball a lot more than, just like I said, the knockouts and stuff like that have been going crazy in this game. So let me go and fall to the ground. Boom. So positioning is huge because knockouts are really, really good in this game. Like knockouts are really, really good. So I'm going to click on this dude right here. So boom. So let's just say he throws the ball up and like, you saw how I kind of like swerved away and kind of like went back down to the ball kind of. Your positioning is going to matter a lot because if a cornerback is trying to break on the ball, trying to pick off the ball, your positioning is going to allow you to catch the ball over him. So boom, let's try it one more time. He's going to throw it up. So like, you see how I kind of like, yeah, you see how I kind of like did how I like swerved into it? That is called positioning. You have to swerve in front of the ball so the cornerback does not catch it, all right? If you want your cornerback, if you want your wide receiver to be catching all these passes, you know, mossing everybody, you have to swerve into the ball. So I'm gonna do it right here one more time. So you saw right there, I kind of like swerved into it and I got a nice animation. That cornerback won't be able to pick that off. All right, he won't be able to pick that off because I'm swerving in front of the catch. I'm basically taking the ball from him. So I'm gonna do it one more time for y'all boys to kind of give y'all a good example. Boom, he's gonna throw it up. And you see how I kind of like stop the ball from like traveling any further or going anywhere else? That's what you basically want to do. And the last thing I have for y'all boys, just to finish y'all routes, bro. If you a wide receiver, bro, please, for the love of God, please finish your routes, bro. So if you're doing a slant, take that slant all the way across the field, bro. If your quarterback is, you know, he's expecting you to run a slant, please, bro. Please, I mean, please finish y'all routes. Cause I see a lot of times where, like, you know, players would get, you know, picked off. The quarterback would get picked off because the wide receiver would stop running his route. Please, I'm telling y'all right now, finish your route. If you're doing a comeback route, come all the way back to the ball, kind of with position also there. But please finish your route. Come back to the ball, all that. Do it. You have to do this as a wide receiver. You have to do this. Also, there's gonna be a lot of times where, you know, the ball will like go past your head, or, you know, you won't be able to, you know, get to the ball. That's because you don't finish your route. So please make sure y'all running y'all routes at full speed, finishing the route, because I'm telling you right now, it's gonna cause a lot of, you know, picks if you don't do that. So you see y'all finish the route on that post, please finish the routes. If you run the slant, run the slant. Just, I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be a huge help. When, you know, like I said, you're running routes at wide receiver, finishing your routes is gonna be the biggest thing ever. You see right here, boom. I go all the way to the sideline. I don't stop my route. I don't do any of that BS. No, I finish my route every single time. And that makes a good wide receiver. And what that separates a good wide receiver from a bad wide receiver is how they finish their route. So I'm telling you right now, if you want to, you know, catch more passes and have your quarterback have less interceptions, please, please, please finish your route. I can go ahead and do one more route for y'all boys, just to kind of like finish out the video. So let me go ahead and do this. Boom, boom. Click on Stephon Diggs. So we're gonna do a release right here. Boom, boom. Take it up. Slant right there, yep, and that's gonna, now I'm gonna do this type of tip video for every single position in the game. So let me know what position y'all wanna see next. Quarterback, running back, cornerback. Let me know in the comments below what position I should do next. Let me know below. But all right, boys, that's it for the video. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe for more bangers just like this one. And until next time, peace.